throwing now. Palmer on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go with Howard again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And his throw here is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Palmer. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Touchdown, Chicago! Dante Moncrief, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now out comes Minnesota, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On second down, Palmer. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Handoff. It's Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, here's Palmer going with a screen for Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From the gun, it's Palmer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, Murray. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Palmer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it's Howard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Franks' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now out comes Minnesota. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Palmer on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again, it's Palmer. He finds McKinnon, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting it.
And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Palmer. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Palmer. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down, Palmer. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Palmer. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Palmer over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Palmer to throw again, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Murray. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Palmer maybe not in love with the personnel or the call. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Palmer, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On third and goal, Palmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, 87 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down following the run. A give to Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Trubisky. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. And he's got Moncrief. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try again with Howard. And now running right through it. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
And Frank's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd down. Palmer. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They try again with Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mark Barron leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the handoff, this is Howard, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.